Good afternoon, good evening, Scions of Erdrick. To another race in the Summer Standard 2026 bracket. We have two exciting races going on. On the top, we have Cirno versus EMP, and on the bottom, we have the American Dweem versus Brian Williams 42. These are both game twos. EMP and Brian Williams are both up a game in their matches. My name is Engine Dave. I am joined in the booth by our Restreamer Tanuki Monster, our trackers Shihali and Yunaro, and my co-commentator Bryce Holt. How are you doing?
Doing fine. Looking forward to this quartet, see what we're going to have. And of course, it's win or go home here for Dweem and Cirno. So we'll have to wait and see how it lines up. Noticing that our top left screen has 5 digits in the names. You know, could be a little interesting at play there if it's a close one.
Sure, but you gotta go with style at least. And when your name works for giving you a strength HP build, you do it.
I can't argue with that even a little bit. And just to take a look at the stats as we get underway here. It's decent attack power, nice hit points. No magic though, so no spells at the start.
Yep, we know our runners won't have to check their spells. They'll just see the big old goose egg next to MP and notice the list is empty.
Oh, they got the old fighter's ring, a little more strength to help with that attack. And a key to get out of there, and a bit of gold. Maybe a nearby town, perhaps, they can get some early equipment.
I'm happy to see a fighter's ring. War attack is always nice.
Quick little peninsula here to start, looking pretty barren, going into a swamp here to the east. That's not going to be something they're going to mess with early on.
Do see EMP and Dweem both saving. Might be thinking about doing some exploration, try to find a town, take the money, get a hand axe.
Seen some early droll action here, but don't want to see those just yet. Not able to handle that. Quite an expansive zone to the north, fanning out in 3 different directions. And that is a golem with hurt more down there on Brian Williams.
That hurt more was the golem showing mercy. It would likely punch for about 50.
Well, sometimes you just want to do it with style.
Cirno finds a cave, but also finds a Draki with breath.
Well, that same cave appearing to be there, and that seems like a bad time, and it's going to be a bad time.
It is, but one of our trackers, Shihali, making a note for the Star Wyvern kill count.
Metal Scorpion, but again, nothing really doing there. That Draki going down here for EMP, getting 3 experience points. Making a solid little advancement here towards level 2. And we got a Scorpion kill here by Brian Williams. And getting Repel and Heal more, so must have picked up enough magic to cast.
It got 8 MP, exactly enough for 1 heal more, along with 3 strength.
Another Draki here, Dweem with an opportunity to take it down, but it's breathing fire in the first turn. That's just gotta be.
Draki's here being a little bit spicy. Magician takes down Brian Williams, was out of MP anyway. That's a take the heal warp and keep going. Cirno about to show us what cave we found, and it's the jerk.
He's just the cave of high standards. He just really cares and wants someone worthy, that's all.
I appreciate we have 3 match Drakis on our screen right now. Well, 1 now after we're 1-1 against them.
Well, it looks like Brian Williams will have a shot at it here by plinking it down. Doesn't seem to be housing anything too dangerous just yet. And there it is. So level 3 coming at you at bottom right.
.24 power, 1 agility, 4 HP.
Dang.
Level 3 giving us those gains.
And here comes another level using that great power. Another 4, 2, 3, 16 magic points. That'll help out with using those heal mores.
That's 2 more heal mores in the tank. And chat did notice there's a town in that swamp.
That close to the castle, probably Hawksness, let's be honest, especially with gold.
Oh yeah, it's also in the middle of a swamp, so they want to make it as hard as possible to spend this money.
Brian Williams is just crushing it right now with that big strength gains, and once the runners get to 3, they will be underway. We're in basically the bottom right corner, it looks like, of the map.
Okay,
so there might be some walkability to be done on this particular seed.
Yeah, that looks like a good setup for a reverse.
Well, that's something beyond my pay grade, I'll tell you that, but I believe Brian Williams is pretty adept at it as level 5. Speaking of Brian Williams, here we go. 1 power, 7 agility, 3 hit points, 10 more magic points, so stats are starting to come along now.
Yeah, Brian Williams liking this desert. I think this is a Zone 1 desert that Brian Williams is in.
Scorpions and Magicians are just fine at the moment. You can definitely punch them down with this high attack power.
Doing some quick count, it looks like we are 6 squares above the southern border. I think what chat saw was to the south of the Jerk Cave was the town.
Well, there'll be a town to be found, but in the meantime, Brian Williams just continuing to just punch away at the enemies here, and not that far off from level 6, honestly.
And Dweem, staying in Zone 0, gets to level 2. Cirno crits a Metal Scorpion for level 4.
Well, takes one good crack, and gotta love that. In the meantime, this is closing in here for Dweem. Will Dweem get it? No, Dweem will get it, but not the way Dweem wants to get it. Going down and going back to the castle. Is that enough for 6?
That is 165 is the level.
Indeed. Well, there we go. Let's see what we got.
511, 418 in sleep.
That is a mighty fine of level there. That sleep could come in handy here.
Our runners are just getting good stat gains all around. Every stat 30 or every stat above 30 at level 6 is pretty good.
Everyone has at least hit 3 in the 2 races going on here in this quad pack. So the power at hand. For those just joining us, we have Cirno versus EMP on the top, and on the bottom it's Dweem versus Brian Williams. So we will see who's who as they go along.
We'll add Warlocks to the list of monsters with DL2. We've seen Warlocks and Axe Knights so far.
Axe Knights are kind of a disappointing one. They're such a nice grind, generally, if you can find them.
Until they turn around, even with armor, and go, "Oh, you didn't kill me. Take 40 or take 48."
Here's a red dragon here on Brian Williams' side.
That's gonna be a chomp and go home. EMP getting to that town that's through the swamp. Fortunately, it looks like it stays in Zone 0 throughout there.
Hey.
Grim.
Okay, we've got some keys available not that far from the castle, so this opens up some potential shenanigans as we move along here. How much gold are we looking at on EMP's side?
Enough for 3 keys.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what the plan is. I'm assuming it's going to be just to head back to the castle and try out the old... Nope, going to go in and check the inn, I guess. Still have the 1 key.
Worst case, if you run out of keys, you can just get more right next door.
What do we got here? We got a magic key. So it's the old 1 for 2 sale. Spend 2 and get 1. That's not a good sale, actually.
We will see what's in the shop. We see Silver Shield, Flame Sword. If you can get a gold grind somehow, maybe in the castle itself, I would not mind a Flame Sword.
Well, going to keep pushing out here to the west for now. Just get a little bit of info. Meanwhile, still looking very solid for Brian Williams, continuing to just grind away there, punching at metal scorpions and closing in pretty quickly on 7.
Now Cirno grinding in the mountains to the northwest of start. The same zone Brian Williams is in.
Dweem just critted a red dragon for 42 damage. Pretty good roll, but not going to get you there.
It was not the answer to Life Universe and everything this time. We do get a dragon scale and a flute in the treasury, and a guard who really says no touching this chest.
Also appear to be wings and then gold in the top left, so that gold grind potential is there. Refilling now, and probably no doubt going to check the basement here momentarily. So EMP seen the most out of anybody. Brian Williams using a heal more. That might be the first spell I've seen cast. I'm sure it's happened, but first one I've noticed. Lots to watch here. Lots going on with a 4-pack.
And we did see a level from Brian Williams throughout that. It gave 11, 2, 1, and 2. So just getting more power.
Meanwhile, the basement appears to be tablet.
Yep, and what did Erdrick leave behind for us today? We get Erdrick's water.
Just some fairy sweat. That's it. That's all. So nothing too special in the basement, but we'll wait and see what the plan is now. EMP is going to have to head back out. Probably going to grind a little, I would wager, but who knows? Sneak attack DL2 on Dweem. That's more of a nightmare, really.
The skeleton on Cirno's side will be level 7 as well. And with the extra strength now, we'll see if Cirno wants to push out.
This metal scorpion for Brian Williams. He'll take a crack and get it with 1 punch. How strong you gotta be to punch out a scorpion made of metal?
I'm more concerned about what the hands are going to look like afterwards.
Experience will soothe all bruised knuckles, I would wager. Druid Lord attempt here from Brian Williams, and provided it's nothing too dangerous, it's gonna be close. And yeah, just gonna punch through and get it. Yep, gonna get it. That's a nice get of 58 there, under 100 to the next level. Yeah, Brian Williams really living high on those scorpions, metal and otherwise.
Yep, Dweem also finding the scorpions to fight, and EMP heading back to the west.
So we have a skeleton getting critted up there. Druid Lord going down, leaving just a few points short for Brian Williams. There is level 5, I believe, here for Dweem.
That will be 6.
Well, you know. Who's counting anyway? Us? Oh, that's bad.
Counting sounds like math. We don't do that on stream.
Oh, another Star Wyvern attack here in the top left, and escape for now. And here's the level for Williams. It is going to be 4, 6, 5, 4, and a little bit of a quality of life return spell.
We're gonna see what's north through this swamp. Looks like, we got a little single tile path going. You know there's gonna be something valuable there.
There's a chance. It's still going. And indeed, we do have a town. And wisely just avoiding a potential problem, and it's Garanum No keys, though, in hand at the moment. Will we get a hand axe? There's enough money.
They're selling it. We're buying it.
Beautiful. That's a great get for Brian Williams. Going to add some, was it 15 attack power, I believe, into that nice strength level and that fighter's ring. So definitely going to be dealing some damage.
Dweem continuing to grind in the desert. Appears to be north of start.
Gonna stay at the inn here, just fill up and continue the exploration. Just try to find some more. We do know where the keys can be found, but thus far, only EMP has made it through the swamp to find Rimalder.
What our lives look like so far? Brian Williams has a hand axe. Everyone's a fighter's ring.
That's about right, and that knight is going to get it done. Not enough defense to really repel the armored foe there, and Brian Williams goes back to the start. And EMP has a fairy flute, of course.
I was intentionally ignoring that. We can see 2 caves on Dweem's side. The bottom one is Swamp South.
Come on, do it. Do the funny thing. Do the funny thing.
Ah!
An old man in a cave with his herb.
And we just smoke it in front of him.
He's just living his best life. There is a town here we saw. That is that Rimalder that we were looking at just across the water?
I'm not sure, but there is an axe knight in the cave, and honestly, Dweem was dead regardless of the axe I chose to do. The other action would have been.
Oh, we have coal sighting. Brian Williams has coal. What do we got? Nope, not even going to check the shop. Just going right to the search spot. Has to wait for the guy to move. Let's find out.
I don't think coal exists.
It existed the last time I called a race, so it's one of those Schrodinger's cat situations, I suppose. If it's in a box, you don't know.
Well, in this case, someone left coal in the box.
Red Dragon for Dweem gets away. Whoo! That's pretty fun. And just continue to explore here. We've already seen what's on the side of those mountains. That is Garanum. Ryland's not finding Rimalder yet. Heading up to the north.
To answer the question, chat, yeah, the EMP's the only one with keys, and the treasury had a fairy flute and gold. Along with wings and...
Fairy flute, gold, wings, and yeah, a dragon scale.
We am going to find the magical land of keys.
So maybe a small tactical advantage, but I don't think it's going to last too long. Brian Williams will find this sooner than later. It's a shot here for Cirno to find Garanam without the keys handy as well, it appears.
Now, do you see Star Wyverns have a baby breath?
Brian Williams about to get the sad news. It's a 1 for 2 here at the end today.
So basically, the only runners to have found Garanham were found with no keys, and EMP finds a town in the middle of a swamp.
Hawksness. Oh, it's the shopping mall. Cantlin coming
with
in.
keys, so can get coordinates.
Grabbing chainmail here, EMP.
That's likely going to be the last of the shopping, so you're going to want some MP to... Yeah, you need to drop 100 gold on getting your MP back.
Double Cave Town coming up here for Brian Williams. Probably going to be able to figure out, I think that is Remolder just across the river there, so we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, coordinates check coming in on EMP side. And we have tablet check for the disappointing news of Fairy Water for American Dweem.
And no coordinates. Thou must fight.
So, nothing in coal, and no coordinates on the overworld, so... Looking like find those caves and get those treasure chests sort of seed.
We still have Hawk's Nest, so if we find a curse spell anywhere, we know exactly what's live.
Most definitely, but regardless of that, it's going to be some cave fun times. Metal Slime here for Dweem on the bottom left. Can Dweem pick it off?
That's one.
It seems pretty friendly. It just keeps hanging around.
That's two, and the Metal Slime's like, oh, you're one hit away, now I'm going to leave.
The old kick out at two. Classic trope. There's a bit of baby breath on the red dragons. That might be much more useful later.
Yeah, baby breath generally less dangerous than chomp.
Awful lot of swamp here on this particular seed this time, at least in areas they seem to be going. Long stretches of it. And also for those wondering, the castle that may be joining us late didn't see it is kind of in the southeast corner, so there might be some long walks ahead of us here to find some stuff.
Speaking of loot caves, EMP finds the grave with red dragons in it.
That's not fun. Survives because of the mini breath, though. Let's see. Now it's just going to be Chomp.
And chomp for exact damage.
The old perfect bid. That's not what... They're not on a game show. That's not what you want.
And give that red dragon, it's $500.
Well, I got a night attempt here coming up for Cirno. Cirno going back to heal more to stay alive. Imagine, however, I don't know if we've seen one of them yet. We still really don't know. Just kind of bailed out, and oh boy, red dragon.
Oh god, Cirno did reach level 9 while grinding outside. Garanham got 1033, as well as heal and hurt.
Also appears to be carrying a hand axe and a small shield, so that's fun.
How did Cirno get all this XP? Has found a good grind zone and sat in it.
Well,
So Cirno's got the advantage, having found the best mid-game grind zone.
I would assume Brian Williams has keys at this point.
Yes, everyone but Cirno does.
Okay, well, in that case, we're going to get a check here on the warehouse. 3 chests and a check out the back door, so I'll have to wait and see what it is. First chest we have, nothing.
That was an herb.
And a silver harp. So there we go. Some progression and fairy water. As for the back here, what do we got here, NG Dave?
We have a harp turn-in, conveniently located right where you get the harp.
It seems it seems a little gauche to take the harp of the man who's, you know, the town was named for and trade it in for something else. Right in the town. Seems a little tacky. I don't know.
I'm choosing to see that as we're just keeping the harp in the town. Yes, answer Utah Monarch. Yeah, EMP cell coordinates. We know thou must fight.
But EMP is the only one with that knowledge thus far. So Dweem also picking up the Staff of Rain here, not too long after Brian Williams, but definitely an experience point and exploration lead for Brian Williams.
On the top, we did see Cirno pick up a half plate from the ham too.
It's going to help on the defensive side things a little bit. You look and see that compare how they're doing. It's double the amount now from Cirno to, say, Brian Williams. Not racing each other, but just as a comparison's sake.
EMP also finds the ham with keys in hand.
Brian Williams getting taken down by a red dragon. Here comes a level on Dweem's side.
That'll be level 8. Dweem is closing the XP gap.
Using sleep on the Droll Magi. A little bit of support spell shenanigans.
When you have 21 defense and 51 HP, yeah, mitigating damage is generally a good idea.
EMP about to have the Staff of Rain.
Cirno gets level 10 from grinding outside Garanham for 1, 3, 6, 3, Radiant and Hurt More.
That Hurt More is a pretty welcome sight. There's definitely been a lot of targets out there. Well, somewhat funnily enough, none of the coin flips so far. I don't think we've seen a Blue Dragon or a Stone Man.
Brian Williams also having an unfortunate encounter with the Star Wyvern. Looks like there's nothing else to the north of Garanham.
It is a long stretch of northern walking up there, but yeah, it seems to be the case.
Yeah, Cirno's decided, I'm level 10, I have good stats, I've hurt more. Let's go.
Gonna push out, see what they can find.
See a wizard. I've said in other races, I love wizards if I have decent attack. They tend to be squishy. They give good XP.
Yeah, they're much better in the randomizer than the vanilla game, that is for sure.
Aren't they? Don't they have hurt more and heal more in vanilla?
Yeah, I'm talking, I think the points they hand out are decently nice. Comparatively in the rando.
Cirno also finds Cold heading northwest of Garanham. Unfortunately, we know there is a big old nothing in here.
It looks like EMP settling down into this little grind zone that Cirno was using earlier, right near Garnham.
Good zone. Once you see a few of those monsters in there, it's like, yeah, yes, please, I want more of this.
There's even some nice Hurtmore enemies in there looking at. You got a Wolf Lord and a Knight. Big raid coming in. Thank you very much from Hoodie Two Shoes there. If you're just joining us in from that raid, this is a 4-pack. Cirno versus EMP, the American Dweem versus Brian Williams. Dweem and Cirno looking to get it done to force that decisive game 3, whereas EMP and Brian Williams looking for the dub to advance to the next round here in the summer tournament. We're at the 30-minute mark here. Angie, you want to run it down for us of where we stand and what we're looking at?
So we're looking at about even XP on the bottom. Cirno's got decent XP. Their EMP, although Cirno's the only one who hasn't found keys so far, having got right before finding Rim. I think just before Rim got on screen. Stat-wise, these characters are looking great. I don't understand what this more than 50 HP is.
Question in chat is that the dulcet tones of Brysoff. I've been called many things, but dulcet of the tones is definitely not one of them. But hey, I'm happy to be here, calling my second race of the summer. So I'm doubling my output for most tournaments. Having a good time, enjoying the company, and enjoying the show.
That's it. Great show. You've been great company.
Yeah, that Hurtmore really paying off now. Look at this, just landing shot. And speaking of shot, hopefully there's going to be some shots to the stats. Oh my goodness, 16 strength, 6 on agility, 19 hit points, and I think 4 magic points. Stats really coming together here, Dave.
Yeah, we're looking at close. Our strength is getting close to Dragon Lord ready.
They're making their way in the world today, and there's a Demon Knight. You don't really want to see that. There's level 9 for EMP, only now 1 away from that Hurtmore level, which has really been doing Cirno well.
Yeah, with these stats, Hurtmore is just going to accelerate you further. More importantly, let's take care of those those DL2 Breath Axe Knights.
Punching through a Wolf Lord, you love to see it. I mean, that attack power is looking very nice here. I believe we have a cave here along the coast in the top left here for Cirno.
I think that's Grave.
Which, if you recall, we've seen once, and whoever went in, it was a red dragon going chompy.
As red dragons tend to do.
But we're getting close to the chest. We have checks. We've got an herb. All right. Little replacement. The sword. I'd love to see that. And the token, Erdrick, was hanging out in the grave.
Unfortunately, the red dragon is also hanging out there and sends Cirno home.
But with that large sword in hand, Cirno can now swing with 123 attack power. That is very nice. Yeah, EMP was the one that died in the grave, according to chat, and I would believe that. It's kind of funny how both sets of races have kind of aligned into one another. Similar approaches, or maybe just they're differing ones leading to the same signposts.
And Dweem's going to find Cantlin, get the news of, you don't have to do math tonight. Congratulations.
Hey, look, another red dragon.
Red dragons have been all over this overworld.
And it said once there's some Erdrick's armor in hand, they're going to be just lovely to see with that breath they keep throwing around. But for the time being, they're not nice no matter what they do. You'd rather they still breathe because that chomp does some serious damage.
And Psycho in chat pointing out that sword engrave is bad for EMP. EMP got kicked out before getting the chest.
Sure did. Hey, an armored knight. I don't think we've seen an AK as of yet. And ran away, right away. No one's actually traversed through Swamp Cave yet either, so we're not sure what exactly is going on in there. It's just been kind of in and nope.
I think EMP tried the first time and met a toothy fate.
Speaking of toothy fates, Brian Williams going down to a red dragon. Yeah, Cirno's really just pumping along on that experience point front. Almost double EMP at the moment.
With this stat line, yeah, I'd be tempted to throw hands with a dragon.
Magi Wyvern's throwing Hurtmore around. That's mildly annoying.
It's more with the stat line and the sword, I'd be tempted to throw hands with a dragon.
Cirno now trying to escape, and this red dragon's really not being very nice.
Cirno's not trying to run. Cirno's throwing hands.
Oh, he's actually going for it. Okay. Trying for it, but it is a lot of experience. Get it down, but resources are heavy. Is there a town nearby?
Yeah, the rim that Cirno just came from.
Oh, gonna head out into the desert here. And now into the swamp.
And this will lead to the two caves system.
That was a 1 hit point survival for EMP against the knight. Woo!
Exactly as much health as he needed.
Continue to push along here. Long stretch of nothing out this way. My goodness.
Brian Williams sees a town. I think that was Cantlin, but takes a Hurtmore first.
And the red dragon claims another victim. This time it's Dweem. And with that kill, Cirno's under 100 away from level 12.
Yeah, right. The red dragons are feasting well today.
And there's another one. Will we maybe get a check here from Cirno through the cave? Kind of come all this way. I expect they will stick their nose in and see what's going on.
Unfortunately, we are missing the one spell to make traversing that cave quick.
Still not too bad. You just walk around and dump, and it's fine. Gonna make the attempt. Oh, Axe Knight. There you go. That's not good, though, maybe. Think they have something nasty.
They have the L2.
Well, let's see if the Hurtmore gets it done. Gets it done. That's the level.
That's what it was. EMP didn't meet Toothy Doom in here. EMP got breathed on.
So we got 2, 9 agility, 7 hit points, 4 magic points. It's a level. It's not the worst level. It's not the best. It's a level. And it looks like gonna try to make it up here. Closing in on it. Staircase right there and heading out. What do we got?
The northern edge of the map.
Yeah, very much. My goodness, that's and there's we do have a cave. No real resources here, and that's not gonna help.
I think that has to be Mountain Cave.
You might be right. I think we've seen everything else, so that is an interesting thing for Cirno here.
You're up here. You have to dive it.
Oh, you have to. You're kind of hoping there's going to be a random town nearby as you walk towards it, but, you know, beggars and choosers and all that. So let's see. 5 chests in Mountain here. Keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, Brian Williams using a heal spell to just get back up a little. A night attempt from Dweem, and we have a Wolf Lord here for EMP.
EMP sees that Wolf Lord Night Zone and is going to sit there till 10.
Looks like a torch in the first chest.
EMP's about to get. Let's see if Hurt more prompts EMP to go out and explore the wall.
Red Dragon attack for Cirno. Cirno can't get away. Cirno was bit. Last time to get away. Gets away and attacked immediately. And again. And this time it's a Red Dragon. It can't escape. So one tile away from that chest. Down.
So we knew there could be Red Dragons in there. Or we knew there were dragons on Mountain 2.
That is the sad reality, and unfortunately couldn't get away from 2 of them. Only 1.
As if I'm not mistaken, Mountain 2 and Top of Grave are the same encounter set.
I believe you are correct. You would know better than me, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Cirno checking out the armory at the castle and going to go check the basement and find out that it's tablet, and we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, we have a Hawksness find with a Red Dragon. Oh boy! But not on the spike tile as of yet.
The only thing that Gold Ground would be helpful for on Cirno's side would be a Silver Shield. There is a Flame Sword also in Rim, but when you have the stick, you don't care as much.
And nothing in Hawksness. No search spots.
All 3 search spots dead.
So we now know that mountain cave is integrally important.
It also means Deep Grave might have value.
There's also that. We do have 2 chests down in the bottom of grave we have yet to see. And Cirno did choose to dive and got the bad news. A Red Dragon kill on Brian Williams. Probably trying to leave with only 1 magic point, so is what it is.
Yeah, you're not upset about taking that death. That's say I'm going home. Goldmen also have BL2. And Dweem just finds out.
Of course they do. Wouldn't they have to be careful not to melt their own body breathing out that, being made of metal and all?
And worse, being made of gold. Gold isn't exactly the highest melting point.
Look at you bringing in the science. I love it.
Alright.
And a Red Dragon for Cirno, and again, another takedown of a Red Dragon. That's 2, I believe, now for Cirno.
Yeah, with enough HP to walk off 2 attacks and 125 attack, yeah, you throw hands with them.
It's better if your hands are holding a sword, and in this case, Cirno is. And you can see EMP starting to get some experience points, crossing the 2,000 threshold just a few moments ago, closing in on 11, but Cirno currently in control here of this race against EMP. Meanwhile, the other one, Brian Williams, still holding a slight edge, for sure, but it's shrunk a little. Here goes Dweem to try to get through this cave and find out that mountain is nearby, potentially.
No, we're going to get a look at the spike first. We're going to decide the spike isn't worth it.
Yikes. Shopping mall visit here for Brian Williams. And a golem takedown now for Cirno. Using up that fairy flute. Takes a bit of time, but that much attack power could do it.
If you get a sleep to last more than 1 turn, It is preventing a lot of incoming damage.
Yeah, defense is they're very glass cannony here thus far. That is for sure. Dweem is, I'm assuming, desperately trying to cut down this red dragon.
Dweem's been trying to get away from this red dragon.
It's just been a run. It has just been a run, huh? Nothing. Oh wow! Finally gets away. How many Healmores was that?
All of them.
Well, that's
Dweem's down to 4 MP.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, as we said, Dweem's probably going to go the other way first. Got a couple bridges off to the east. Now cutting back to the west.
We did see 34112 at level 13.
Red Dragon for Cirno, probably just gonna, as you like to say, throw hands.
They're good targets.
Those Axe Knights, it's one of my least favorite enemies with that DL2. It's just so aggravating. They're almost such a fun target. Not so much when they can fight back.
And Dweem goes down to Mountain 2 and immediately gets a red dragon. They are guarding something down here.
Well, Dweem accidentally fought it, but maybe that was some manipulation. Second chest. What do we got? It's a magic key. Uh-oh.
So this does mean Dweem has a gold grind set up. Should he die down here?
Should he die? Especially with that key in hand. It's very doable. We got a werewolf as well in this set. Here we go. Another chest. What do we got? Some gold. And we've got the Stones of Sunlight.
So we now know where all the pieces of homework are.
Gold with Hurtmore is, again, not that scary, ultimately. Gonna play that Fairy Flute. Probably gonna use Healmore for a Cirno. And we've kind of got a little golem fight, dual golem fights going on here.
EMP throwing out the stop spell.
Brian Williams
punches.
Closing in on the grave information and picking up the sword and picking up the token.
Yeah, we don't know what's in Mountain 5 or Deep Grave, and the only items outstanding are Death Necklace and Armor.
And of course, how many chests in the Dragon Lord? 7, I believe?
There are 7 in Charlock. You got the Judge's Table and 6 in the Pyramid.
So
Speaking of which, has anyone seen the Big C yet?
It has not been spotted by myself. I know Chad can probably speak better to that. And that's the town we can see from the caves. It's Hawksness. Okie dokie. Cirno going to get the bad news on the search spot here momentarily, more than likely. Although not a lot of Healmore. Ooh, that's a big burn of a Healmore. It's an Axe Knight, though. It should be fairly doable, even with that DL2. Looks like maybe just a quick little grind on the Axe Knights. Use up the Hurtmores.
Yeah, it's going to be hurt more, then get sent home.
Stop spell. Well, that's going to put a stop to that. What an annoying enemy.
Brian Williams attempted to show us in Deep Grave, but was escorted out by a red dragon.
Another perfect bid on Brian Williams. That's disappointing. Got a gold grind going on here for Brian Williams. There is that, I think it's a silver shield over at Rimuldar, not that far from the castle.
That's correct. And Brian Williams does have the stick, so no need to go get a flame sword from there.
Is it a level here for Cirno? What do we got? 3 more power, 8 agility, 5 hit points, 5 magic points. It's a level.
A respectable level.
stats are really starting to line up here. We're really just waiting kind of on hit points more than anything. And of course, Erdrick's armor.
And we'd like another 10-ish hit points. At least, at the very least, 5 more. Like a few more with this defense.
And the Axe Knight finally says, I've had enough of this. Go home.
Cirno is completely tapped dry on resources. I don't think there's going to be any complaining.
I think there was 3 of them hacked down with the sword before that finally happened. I mean, that's just fine as far as I'm concerned.
A lot of them were also giving up their first turn trying to stop spell.
Well, Dweem ran out of resources and died in a swamp.
Unfortunately, about 10 tiles away from grave.
Disappointing. Well, we have seen one metal slime on the seed. I don't remember anywhere where it was found, but we've seen one. So it could be a potential thing for Cirno to take advantage of.
EMP gets back to grave and sees the sword that
was like
Red Dragon was guarding.
That was at least 20 minutes ago. Just kind of hate to see it.
Yeah, that's just feels bad when you get kicked out of a location and a couple 4 steps in and there was the sword.
Yep. And it looks like we're gonna get a little sidebar check here. So trying to get to that chest and that little like Eastern Sojourn or Western Sojourn, pardon me. We've got gold, so we haven't seen the very last chest in Mountain, and we haven't seen the bottom of Grave. Otherwise, I believe all the overworld has been seen and spotted among our 4 races.
Good news is Red Dragons. Well, we're not sure if Red Dragons are down here yet.
Well, we got a real shot to see. Werewolves are, I believe, in the same enemy set as the Red Dragons. I think. At least they are on the ones we've seen. Mountain attempt for Cirno here. And we're going to get to see what's in the bottom of Grave. We have the torch.
So Mountain 5 is the only thing that could possibly have the armor, unless you, without having to dive Charlock for it.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 8 shot at this point, but if you're Cirno, without knowing, you need to know. Although Cirno has to check other chests, of course.
We did see Brian Williams finish that grind and get the silver shield.
Defense being at a premium, that is a nice plus 20 for Brian Williams. And here comes Cirno charging around the final bends, trying to make their way over to that final chest in Mountain. And if it's Erdrick's armor, oh boy. And EMP's doing a gold grind, okay, looking to pick up a shield. The final check, what do we got?
It's not the armor. Armor is in Charlock.
Charlock armor, oh boy.
We knew it as soon as the word fortune showed up.
Looks like Cirno's saying, cool, send me home, country roads. Time to get out. Quite the gold grind setting up for EMP. That's a lot of money. I guess looking to pick up magic armor along with it.
I'm not sure where magic armor is for sale.
I don't recall seeing it offhand, but or just getting double silver shield. No, now heading out.
It's a short enough walk over there. Most of that is zone 0 or 1 monsters.
Still, though, it seems, I don't know, just kind of strange going to 23. There must be something I'm missing here. Maybe there's a better, like, a full plate or something? Maybe there is magic armor. We'll find out in a few short moments. Gold grind now for Cirno. So a silver shield grind go in there as well.
And I think Dweem is also setting up a gold grind. So everyone's gonna have silver. Everyone's gonna have a lovely silver platter before this is over.
I got one upstairs. I don't think its defense would be plus 20 though. A platter, not a shield.
And this is the wrong Dragon Warrior for the silver platter to be gearing. In the ones where it is, it's no defense. So I think you're right.
I mean, there's some pot lids. Those count for like 1 or 2 defense in the games, if I recall.
They're very good at eating inventory space.
So we're closing in on an hour here, and it's the only runner that actually no one technically knows yet of any of our runners, because only I believe EMP's been to the bottom of grave. Or is it Brian Williams? One of the two on the right.
I think EMP is full cleared grave, Cirno is full cleared mountain.
But no one's aware of the bad news as of yet.
And no one is in grind and go because no one knows where the big C is.
That's true. No one has spotted that. I'm wondering if that is through swamp and then a little sojourn to the east across those bridges.
You're thinking the exact same thing I am.
I'm not saying that's where it is, but based on what we've seen from our 4 racers, that's seeming likely. Seeming likely.
Honestly, I think it's the only spot map we haven't seen yet. And which means Breckenary must be close to. I don't think we've seen Breck yet.
A town near Sherlock will be a nice little boon given how far they got to go to get to it. Hey, if that's the case, that's a good point. You know, EMP maybe just kind of figuring it's looking likely it's in Sherlock. Magic armor, that's why they did that extra grind, and go and find it. Yeah, so the Garens of Hams is where you want to get that magic armor. That's the closest place with it for sure. It's a lot of gold Cirno's carrying around. Has the magic armor, but not the silver shield as of yet.
It also has 92 HP and 89 MP to help defend that. Dweem gets sent home by next night before being able to get that magic armor.
Cirno just cast Radiant. Is that a meme I am not aware of?
Maybe trying to blind the NPC that hates people.
Perfect. Good to know. That's what we're doing. Love it. Red Dragon here, sneak attacking EMP. American Dweem kind of heading towards Romualda right now. We've got Brian Williams in Cantland going to fill up. And we have the Staff of Rain to pick up for Cirno, so...
okay. Aaron giving us the actual reason. Understandable.
Oh, fair enough. There is indeed a little bit of a meme involved, but maybe a little more inside baseball than the average meme. Good to know. You gotta love being able to just one swing kill a Demon Knight, even with that dodge ability they have.
With decent attack, they're good to swing on. They have very low HP. Their defense is basically 15 and 16 hurt more resist and a quarter dodge chance.
Yeah, they're a little they're a little dodge defensive, yeah.
But their actual HP is non-existent. It's like 40.
Pretty good for a shadow.
True.
Were they actually ever in a dark cave in the original? I feel like that is a missed opportunity if they weren't.
I remember them being in sort of the Hawk's Nest area in Vanilla.
Yeah, I remember them down in the southwest corner, but were they ever in a cave? Them just being invisible in a cave is just low-key kind of fun.
I don't think there were invisible monsters in the original. I don't think Vanilla has. No. The only cave they could reasonably be in would be Grave.
Well, there is
I don't think they're in there. Yeah, Aaron's saying it's just Wraith Knights, and those are likely in Grave because Grave is the highest difficulty of the caves.
Yeah, I remember one of those sending me home on more than one occasion.
We'll get to level 15.
It's another level. It's got some nice strength. It's still lacking in a few areas, but hey, you love to see it.
We're just looking for some HP, and then we're stat-wise.
Look at this. Look at this. I said Breckenry maybe nearby be nice. It's within spitting distance of Sherlock. And I believe that would be indeed through the cave. Well, no wonder the Dragon Lord's so mad if you're spitting on his walls, man. Like, that's just gross. Come on.
I think we're spitting on Breckenary, which...
But why? It's the 6.
Our runner's going to be happy to have the King of 6 right next to the end. You can just burn all your resources.
It's great. Especially if you're
getting there.
Especially if you're going to try to dive and find stuff. You know, it's nice to have. EMP heading into Hawk's Nest here.
Tanuki, that's a part of Riddick's legacy we don't discuss.
More Red Dragon death and destruction. The Red Dragons are slowly finding out that they maybe ticked off our runners. They are starting to get slaughtered with regularity here.
With these stat lines, our runners will gladly take every Red Dragon they come across.
And a little bit of revenge is always nice too. So we're going to get a coordinates check from Cirno here. Going to get the bad news.
In this case, it's really the bad news because you're hoping coordinates, because that's just one more piece of evidence that armor is in the castle.
Yeah, let's see if they can suss that out. Speaking of Red Dragons, EMP might be going for a grind here.
These stats, you want that 350 every chance you get.
Meanwhile, Brian Williams taking the long way around here and finding Grave.
Brian Williams and American Dweem in Grave simultaneously.
They are like lockstep here almost. That's crazy.
EMP might decide to hang out in Hawk's Nest, seeing the Red Dragons around.
I mean, they're on the spike spot, and they're just randomly in the area, so, you know, have some fun. Speaking of Grave, it looks like we might have a potential Grave dive coming here for Cirno.
our runners are going to exhaust every possibility before having to do an armorless dive.
Understandably so, yeah.
You lose a lot of. You basically You're basically spotting Charlock 2 heal mores at the start.
Gross. Brian Williams diving the grave, and I believe that's Dweem also checking the grave. Yeah. So they're both just kind of hanging out. And we got Cirno checks notes, diving the grave to the 4th chest.
Everyone except EMP is diving grave, and that's only because EMP has already discovered there's nothing of value down there.
And Druid Lord underground, you love to see it. That's where they're supposed to be. And Droll's under. Wow, look at this. My goodness. As I say this, I see that Shahali was already talking about this in chat. That's kind of funny. That torch at the bottom is, dare I say it, torturous. You're welcome.
Oh, that was grown-inducingly bad. Well done. I appreciate a good terrible pun.
So it sounds like this will be my final race for the year, Colin, and I'll see you guys next year for the Summer Tournament 2027.
Oh, they're going to kick me out too if I keep encouraging you.
Well, I don't need encouragement. I'll just keep doing it anyway. It's fine. All right, so got a golem going down on the EMP side. Red Dragon for Cirno. And looks like Dweem is all done as well on the exploration. Brian Williams is heading back out of the grave as well, because no one is outside. That's at 16.
Cirno might just grind down here to 16 to get outside.
He just broke 9,000. It's over 9,000. Okay, now I might actually get banned. And it's wild how many red dragons are just eating it for all their malfeasance earlier in this scene. Cirno just casually walks the whole way out.
Okay, so that's where Charlock is. You just go northeast from Grave, keep heading east, and you get to Charlock and Breck.
Okay. No one has the drop yet, so no one can even try to go in as of yet.
We know where the jerk is. It's right near start.
As I was saying earlier, the man just has bad PR. He's the man of high expectations. That's all. Just because he has high expectations doesn't make him a jerk. Maybe how he says it makes him a jerk, though. I wouldn't argue against that. With this golem, it's just going to come up short for...
Going to be 8 short.
Cirno. Yeah, just short, but going to get some good news and get the level here momentarily. Whenever this fight ends and they get into another one. That experience point lead is massive at the moment, but that armor being in Charlock can be a huge equalizer as this race moves along.
Yeah, we'll see if any runner can single dive or if any are going to take 2.
Well, Cirno says, cool, I found it. Time to go get the rainbow drop.
Had to teleport back home anyway. It's just to the northwest to start.
I don't know, Shift. That seems a little above my pay grade as a man, calling an old randomized video game with 4 people playing it for the amusement of others on Twitch. Especially since we're not getting paid. And hey, we're going to have a rainbow drop here, just a little short of 70 minutes here. Cirno's got it. Look at all these bridges. My goodness, what a mess. Whatever EMP is wandering through right now. Why are we building bridges to nothing?
Kingdom funding projects had to go somewhere.
Seems like a broken system, but you know what? So that answers that answers what's over there. It's a whole lot of nothing. You get nothing. Not too far from level 15 here for EMP.
And we have Dweem and Brian Williams also both at 14.
Yeah, that one is kind of stayed the same. It's been that 500 to 1,400 differential here. So Brian Williams still slight advantage. I wouldn't say massive by any means, but a slight advantage.
We did see 16. Cirno's thinking about it. With 137 attack and 11 heal mores?
I mean, that's a nice amount of heal mores.
That puts you at 9 to 18 damage.
It's like 12 attacks then, probably on average. Ish.
Yeah, that if you can get down there with resource attack, that is enough to win the game.
Of course, without that armor, that seems like a bit of a fool's errand. It looks like a grind coming from Cirno. And it's going to be a Red Dragon assault coming up.
Yeah, and Aaron in chat is saying Cirno is going for the single dive. If you're trying to use one dive, you need a little more resources because you got to heal through those barrier tiles.
Stones of Sunlight picked up by EMP. And the bad news, of course.
And you could avoid those bridges nowhere, but they're funny.
And also, it wouldn't be bridges, it would just be one little land connecting. They'd still be there. But I guess that would also screw with the river systems. And, you know, you don't want to mess with the river systems. Very important. Let's see. Cirno is just grinding away here, looking to maybe to pick up 17. Is it Axe Knights on the Spike Spotter? It is.
Axe Knights are on the Spike. There's just red dragons throughout the town.
It's red dragons throughout the town and red dragons in swamp. Thank you. I plot the loss there.
And red dragons in mountain, and red dragons in about half the overworld zones.
Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of maybe just building up a chance to grind up a little extra on the dive, potentially. Gonna go after these Axe Knights. They're not the best grind. And speaking of grinds, EMP hitting 15.
Both Dweem and Brian Williams also hit 15. Dweem is going after reds, looking about
3 away because it's just short, so it's going to be 3 potentially. Actually, just trying to get to that last chest in mountain right now. Level 17 would be 12,000 experience. I think it's what? 2,250 per level till you hit 16,500. Then I think it's 3,000 per level after that.
That sounds correct.
Pretty good for a guy that hasn't played it 5 years, probably. That's all right. I like it.
It's 12,000 for this next level, so Journal's there in 600.
We'll see what Cirno decides to do. Maybe just going to head out and head right for Sherlock, ride a bit on the way down, see what's going on. I mean, you're going to lose Healmores on the way. We'll get the good news, though, that there is Breckenry nearby, so there's a potential to get bitten by fleas and do your thing, but I think we're going right back to Hawksnest, potentially.
Running to another Red Dragon in the overworld? Probably not.
Yeah, at this point, maybe just wander the foothills and hope to pick it off.
This Red Dragon, Dweem has found, will be level 15.
There's indeed a foothill wandering going on. Will we get a Red Dragon on the first encounter? Right now, no encounters at all at a foothill, which is like, what? Normally you can't avoid them, and it is indeed a Red Dragon.
I think we're just repelling, and the Red Dragons are the only thing that aren't being repelled.
Makes sense.
With 84 defense, you're repelling quite a few things.
I'm just noticing it appears that there's no Silver Shield for Dweem, so that is actually a significant advantage now to Brian Williams.
0-2-11-1 at 17.
Says Silver Shield, just not seeing it on the defensive side of things. Oh, they have no armor. That's why.
Dweem,
I was like,
Dweem has armor.
Oh, okay. Seems like a bit of a silly oversight, but maybe they'll correct it as they go.
I just pictured Dweem running around screaming about freedom.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Sword in one hand, shield in the other. What else do you need?
Some armor to protect the bits and pieces that are in between that sword and shield. I mean, tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm just saying.
Someone in chat figured out where we were going.
I think the kilt only really works if you pair it with bagpipes, though, to be fair. Pierce Cirno is headed around to Sherlock, so we might get our first look inside the foyer and potentially beyond, but wait and see if Cirno can get there.
Dweem is settled in on the Red Dragons in the foothills as a finishing grind.
We do have a town nearby, and Cirno electing not to drop in, knowing it is Breckenry, just going, cool.
I think we've just given up trying for single dive. Entering a 71 MP says you're just committing to the double.
So will we get the judges table as a mid dive, if you will? Red Dragon on the top floor.
Of course there are.
Oh, naturally, yeah. So if it's 17 for the dive, it's doable for sure. I mean, you're looking pretty solid. The extra level at 17 really didn't do a ton.
And this was winnable at 16. But as Chad pointed out, Cirno was very likely trying to single dive it and got absolutely nothing of value at 17.
Yeah, I suppose people can place their bets. Where exactly are we going to find this armor? Is it going to be the, what is it, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, and judges table, I believe.
That is correct. We've got ourselves... Is this the first game of the pyramid being played in brackets?
It's a game show. Here comes Cards fans.
We got pyramid. You're in chat for it.
This dive so far has been okay for Cirno. Hey, Stone Man. Tried to run away as fast as he could. Oh, hurt. That's lovely. Love to see that. Please, waste your turn some more. Oh, that's less lovely, though.
Ow. No, that's Joe Henry you're thinking of.
I believe in the Cards fan. Clap, clap.
Ah!
I couldn't clap and hold my push to talk. I'm not that talented. So hopefully everyone here in chat is having a good time today, enjoying the show. As always, you know, there's a lot of people that put this fine race together here. We've got our Restreamer and our trackers in Tanuki Monster and Monaro and Shahali. So please give them all a follow. Doing a great job today, as well as NG Dave here, who's limping me along through this commentary. We're having a good time watching this race. So follow everybody. Check it out. It's a good time, y'all.
And make sure to give Bryce a follow too. This has been a great time.
Hey, metal.
And also make sure to give our runners a follow. Cirno, EMP, American Dweem, and Brian Williams. We wouldn't have a show if it weren't for them running.
Absolutely. Otherwise, we'd just be talking into the void. And that wouldn't be fun for basically anyone but me, because I'll talk all day.
The topics would likely change over to wrestling quickly enough, wouldn't they?
And wrestling and video editing and other stuff I run on my channel, but I'm not here to promote that. We're here to talk about DWR. Yeah, let's watch what happens here as EMP's heading on in. And there's been a heck of a dive here from Cirno, already down to the bottom floor.
Cirno's been repelling down here, so there must be a weaker set. Might be wizards hanging around up there. We're starting the pyramid game. We start with the 150, but first, this Armor Knight.
But first, well, what do we got? A key!
In the 100, we have the armor.
There we go! Winner, winner, chicken dinner, leaving and heading back to heel.
Anyone who bet on the 100 chest? You can take your ticket for a free stay at the Kingdom 6.
So, real golden opportunity here for Cirno to force that decisive game 3. Meanwhile, Brian Williams looking to be very much in control. We do have an armor pickup, maybe, for Dweem. I didn't see what it was, but the defense has gone up a little bit.
Dweem and Brian Williams also diving for the armor. Cirno with that 89 defense is going to be repelling everything up to green dragons.
Sounds good to me. So EMP is starting the dive here, whereas Cirno is starting the second dive. And is looking to be in control here, heading on down to the Dragon Lord. Not a lock by any means, but looking real good thus far.
It's going to be a safe fight if Cirno can get down there with the 11 heal wars intact.
And, you know, keeping in mind, too, if Cirno's got the full herb set, also has 2 heals in the chamber, just kind of setting up real nicely here.
I believe we are in the second zone and things looking a lot nicer. This zone likely has lower tier monsters.
But again, the dive looking good. Just moving along. We got a judge's table check coming.
Guards fan, I'm going to disagree with that math. This is 9 to 18.
Yeah, that's a good point. 9 to 18, which means like a 13.5 average. That definitely is going to look nicer. It's about 12 swings, give or take. Yeah, it's definitely in the realm of possibility to still lose, but you would need some pretty bad beats. Cirno, by the way, Cirno's made up almost half a floor here on EMP just due to how the dive's going. Up until this armor night, of course. Here comes EMP heading on in and going to get the information that the armor is right there.
FN, no reason to loot the rest of this. You are nowhere near Death Necklace HP.
Oh my no. Red Dragon run, just casual. See ya. Bye. Making the turn to the right. Here goes Cirno on the home stretch. Trying to get it done on this dive. Keep in mind, though, if Cirno comes up short, EMP has a chance to clinch it with a clutch dive. 16 is more than enough. Not necessarily.
Gains at 17. The 11 HP is the biggest thing there.
No, that's very nice. You were absolutely on spot. I was going to call it. You got it. Absolutely gorgeous to have those 11 extra.
We get a Stone Man on the final spike.
Which is pretty innocuous. It has sleep, but it also has hurt.
And that's Spike and Chad is pointing out, everyone's in Charlock.
And the Dragon Lord will be spoken to first by Cirno. We have Dweem on the top floor. I'm not sure where Williams is at. Meanwhile, EMP is just on the second floor.
I agree, you Todd. This is Cirno's shot. Will he miss his chance to blow?
Using herbs here, trying to save the 11th, the 11 healers. Double stop spell. What a present from the Dragon Lord.
Just casually get the 1 in 16 twice.
Oh,
the deal
my
too,
goodness.
each with the back attack. And 15, despite the back attack, we get the opening double.
Ooh, a 9. We have an armor check coming up from Brian Williams here on the bottom right.
We're at 35 on Cirno.
Nice 17 there. That's a good roll.
We're up to 52.
Red Dragon kill coming up for Brian Williams. Has just enough for outside. Just needs to get the armor and get out.
Yes. 65 on Cirno's side.
The diamond floor being navigated by EMP here for the winning potential dive.
At 15, takes us up to 80. We still have 6. Yeah, we still have 6 heal mores.
Feeling pretty good about it. Green Dragon here for Dweem.
91.
And Brian Williams pushing on, I believe. Oh, used the heal. Oh no, can't get out. We'll have to take a death.
We're at
Meanwhile,
111 on Cirno's side.
closing in on the barracks or the U. So going to Miami, apparently.
126 with 2 heal mores left. So 126 at 3 swings. At 18 is huge. That puts it at 144. This and the double. That is going to be it. Cirno forces game 3.
GG's. GG's. So this dive is still kind of going here for Brian Williams. Who's going to get sent back home eventually. Maybe got rid of the dragon scale. How do you use the fairy's flute too? Oh my god, it didn't kill him. Oh my God, it didn't kill him. What are we doing?
That's right.
What are we
Dragon is
doing? What are we doing? Just kill him.
The red dragon is playing with its food right now.
Oh, that is unreal. That is unreal. All right, through the barracks goes Dweem. Dweem's still hunting that armor, though. This could be an interesting race at the bottom.
That running out of MP on the bottom floor it could be the difference makers. Brian Williams now has to hoof it all the way back, where Dweem could just grab the armor outside and go right back in.
This is interesting. This got a little potentially interesting here out of nowhere, because it's been Brian Williams with a low-key lead for most of this race. Does he have no keys?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Keys!
Oh no!
Dweem is going to make the only reasonable play here and go to judge's table.
Oh my God!
Oh no, we're gonna.
Oh.
I think in Dweem's shoes, the moment you realize your keys, the correct play is go straight to judge's table and hope it's there.
I'm so unbelievably heartbroken right now.
Yeah, Dweem would want him back in Charlock first. Dweem would, with keys, Dweem would be back in Charlock in right about now.
This is one of those rare times that I am almost speechless. That is just heartbreaking and just a wicked oversight. Oh my God, that's just, oh my.
We see Cirno chat. GG's and on forcing a game 3.
Indeed, Cirno. You played a solid race. You were able to identify a mid-range grind, and you just slowly built a lead off that. That alone was a huge play for you.
And you never gave that lead up after the grind to Hurtmore outside Garenham.
That, and also Dweem coming up just short of the sword at around, I think, about the 28-minute mark, give or take, because of the red dragon.
EMP got kicked out of grave before getting to the 3.
That's a different race, DH. All right, we have keys for Dweem, but yeah, no. This is just a heartbreaking outcome for Dweem. Barring some help from Charlock, of course, could still salvage this, but we'll need some help at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna need the red dragons to show up big.
Or some Stonemen using sleep but not hurt, potentially.
Yeah, you played this seed about as well as could be played. You found the best mid-game grind zone. You sat on it.
Oh no! Dweem is picked off by an axe knight, a sneak attack kill. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, because Dweem's got to do 2 dives. This is super bad. Oh my God. Oh, EMP wiped. My goodness. It doesn't really matter, but still a forfeit coming in. So the top race is over. We're going to a deciding game 3. I'm not sure when that is, whether they're doing it later tonight or they'll be.
We're not sure if that was that may have just been a attempt at a Swagmore ending. I did see the Herbmores coming out. You've seen the Dun come in. Have a little fun with the end.
Sounds about right, yeah. Tomorrow. So the deciding game is tomorrow. Same time, 7 o'clock Eastern. I will not be here, but all y'all should check it out. It's going to be fun. I mean, not for the racers. It's nerve-wracking being in a win or go home, but hey, check it out. Could be a good time.
Rubber matches are always a fantastic watch.
I'll be busy with my own thing I'm not promoting here. Let's see.
Same.
Brian Williams getting a golem and just continuing to do this dive. Sitting at 11 Healmores, looking not an immortal lock, of course, but looking real good. Oh, they got to broadcast this. They gots to get that out there to the people.
Oh yeah, it's a game 3.
Just heading through the barracks now. Brian Williams closing in on the bottom floor, just trying to get there. Bottom floor here. Brian Williams just making great strides. This Sherlock isn't too frightening, honestly.
No, the Silver Shield. I think it's a lower level enemy set in general, and the Silver Shield's just repelling a decent chunk of it.
Yeah, and like I haven't seen a whole lot of Axe Knights. They're kind of the one semi-scary thing, and you can cut your way through them if you're just going to be aggressive. Now that said, Red Dragons can be a little annoying.
They are still difficult to run from and can chomp. The Stoneman can be dangerous if you choose to sleep and then start punching.
Just murdered that Stoneman. My goodness. All right, Dweem heading into dive again, this time with keys. Yeah, if Dweem has keys, this would have been a real interesting finish on the American Dweem and Brian Williams. That just is one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen.
While Dweem goes to get the armor, we'll see how Brian Williams' Dragon Lord fight goes.
Nice stop spell there, just going to swing through it. Another stop spell, another back-to-back stop spell. Now going to the herb, not getting a third in a row.
We're going to accept going in at the L2 at 87.
I mean, it was 85, 86, or 87, slowly counting upwards. Let's see here, sneak attack coming in. No!
We're at 11, and we get an opening double. We are at 28 before needing to throw a heal more. At 43. I can do math, I think.
I have total confidence in you.
That takes us to 60. You are so far ahead, you don't swing on 45.
No, God, no. Not even close. Dweem continuing the dive, meanwhile.
75 and 5 swings. Brian Williams is getting some damage rolls here.
Looking real good here at the midway point.
We're up to 91 already.
Looking incredibly good at this point. Just don't miss menu.
Throw to Maxwell for good measure, all the way up to 109. And yeah, short of a miss menu, this is over. We're at 119 with still 5 heal mores.
Brian Williams might be trying to dive this and win, for the record.
131. We still have 5 swings left.
Yeah, no, it's not going to pay off, but there's definitely a Dweem trying to dive and win.
That is 148.
All right.
This should be the kill swing.
Prepare the letters and then type them.
Yeah, that 16 puts us at 164. That will do it. And Brian Williams, 42, advances to the round of 16.
What an interesting turn of events that... Oh my God. haven't seen someone make a mistake that bad in a DWR tournament since I used to race. That tells you a lot. Let's see what the plan is here for gonna use the heel more. I mean, at this point, the dive is dead. Is Dweem gonna go for the finish? Have to get it, exit, come back down.
Yeah, it looked like Dweem was trying to
dive and win, yes.
Yeah, trying to dive and win, and then just lost too many resources. And EMP, I'll agree with you on that. That Red Dragon kicked out of grave was huge.
Oh yeah, humongous. That would have narrowed that gap. I still feel like Cirno played the better race, regardless of those, luck fluctuations you get, but it would have made it a real interesting finish, especially since Cirno went to 17. Joining us in the room here, Brian Williams. Great name, bud.
Thank you. I see the other race already finished, so they must have done even better.
Actually,
first to the sword by quite a bit.
Yeah, no, Cirno played a very good race, had a good mid-game grind before anyone else recognized it, and didn't get sniped in the top of grave like you did. You got sniped at the top of grave before anyone else got there, and that two things kind of swung your race.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough seed. Red dragons everywhere, so until we got the sword, there was nothing you could do but die over and over.
Yeah, no, it didn't do you a whole lot of favors there, but it became such a nice grind with your high attack power and high hit points that you guys got your revenge as it went along.
Yeah, eventually I was happy to see them. They were like, give me that experience. I'll take it.
Meanwhile, on the bottom, we had, outside of for Brian Williams, wanted to make sure, or for you, pardon me, you used a heal and then you were stuck no outside. Dweem was going to pick up the armor and have the ability to outside, and Dweem didn't have any keys. It was a little heartbreaking, I'm not going to lie.
Oh no, chat must have stopped coming too. Someone would have eagle-eyed that situation.
I don't think anyone did. I think that caught everyone by surprise.
It's been so long since we saw a key used, I don't think anyone had to count on it.
Well, that makes 100 of us, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I used the heal because there were two scary things, and I did not want to die 3 steps, even though I knew that it meant I couldn't outside. But
understandable. We know where you're coming from on that. It's just right as you were trying to die, and that red dragon was like, I'm just going to breathe little flames on you. How about some more little flames on you? Okay, I guess I'll kill you. That was right as you were dying. There was Dweem at the door realizing I have no keys.
Yeah. Okay. It would have been super close. Super close for that.
Yeah, it was something else. But hey, other than the Red Dragons being a good late game grind, what was the grind that really got you feeling good about your run here today?
See, the answer is nothing. I mean, the start was okay, the like little mountains at the top, but every zone around that had red dragons, like above, left, and right of it. I had red dragons, and so it was just like dying everywhere. And I really wanted the Axe Knight. I wanted the Axe Knight to be good. Oh, the Axe Knight was not good. So yeah, all bad.
Dweem, seeing that the tournament run is over, has decided to give half the world to the Dragon Lord.
I'm assuming that was by accident.
No, that was very much intentional. There was a pause before each confirmed.
No, I'm pretty sure that was by accident. I'm going to believe in the Dweem. But yeah, no, there was some decent grinds out there. You had nice attack power, and once you got, was it level 3 or 4, you get that huge increase in strength, and you were just like, hey, Metal Scorpions, come on over here. Time to start punching.
Yeah, Metal Scorpions were good. Everything was good. The zone near Rimbledar was okay in the middle. The Wraith Knights, Wolf lore or wolf lore. It's like kind of mid-game stuff. That was kind of nice for a level quickly. The Axe Knight was good. I just didn't see the DL2 till a little later. I was going to go back, and then I saw it at some point, and I was like, oh, well, nope.
We did have a brief little run in there from American Dweem. Might be a small Discord issue. Hopefully going to join us again here so we can have a little post-game chat. But, man, a couple fun races here tonight on DW Randomizer. We were talking about Game 3. I believe it's tomorrow at 7 Eastern, Brian?
No, we are.
You've got your races flipped.
Oh, pardon me. What did I get wrong?
The other race I went to Game 3.
Oh, my goodness. I apologize. Keeping track of 4 is too hard for my old brain, clearly. Then you just get to sit back and relax. You just going to put your feet up, or are you going to do a little bit of push-ups to get ready?
I'm going to try to schedule a race this weekend just to get ahead of things. Fast-moving best of threes, so let's see if Diabetes wants to do an early one.
Excellent. And if it's, Saturday night or Sunday, maybe I'll be able to check it out, be on the vacay, but could throw you on the phone and have a good time, watch some DWR action. And all y'all in chat, I know you're already following the channel, but keep an eye out in the Discord. They announce everything, and you could plan your race viewing around that. So how do you feel your tournament has gone overall thus far with the group stage and then this knockout round thus far, Brian? How you playing? How you feeling?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, everyone's so good. I looked at the bracket and I was like, well, there's no easy path for anybody. It's kind of fun to see how good everyone's gotten at the game. It's been fun. I actually like this seed. This seed made you really think about what to do next, where to go, tough map. I feel like I've had some pretty good seeds, and they've been fun. I know my luck will run out sometime soon, I'm sure, but yeah, I've just been kind of enjoying the challenge.
Sounds good to me. Joining us in the room now, I believe, the American Dweem. How you doing, Dweem?
Oh, man, I'm beating myself in the head so bad for getting keys into Sherlock. Oh, my God. And I feel like I might have had a chance had I got, had a key, got the armor, because, I guess Bri was probably, I don't know how long after I died out of Sherlock he got back in, but it felt like I would have had enough time to go back to Breck, refill, go back in. Just awful feeling.
You would have been the first one on the real dive.
It would have been close, but yes, you would have had a small advantage on the second dive going for the Dragon Lord. Right at the time you realized, I have no keys, Brian Williams was in the throes of just having died to a red dragon that was like, I'm going to keep just fire licking you and tickling you and, not killing you. It would have been a slight lead for you. It was heartbreaking, not just from a commentator perspective, but as somebody who knows you and, peruses similar channels such as yourself. And I was a little taken aback.
Well, like I said, in the previous game too, it was a super duper close race with Brian, and little things like that against a guy that skilled will cost you a game. And clearly it did, the seed had some, nasty enemies, couldn't run away from a lot of things real early, 20 something deaths will, prove that. I don't know, man. GG, Brian.
Oh, no.
Dweem. Super close. So.
You both had some great moves in your races. Both had some bad beats, and you both had your mistakes. And in the end, just, it's DWR. There's always going to be that little bit of randomness that will swing against you, and one little mistake can snowball you. So, GG's to the both of you.
Thanks, GG, Brian. Thank you, Bri and Dave and all the guys behind the scenes. Thank you, the admin, for helping slap this thing together. We appreciate you very much. And y'all hop in and volunteer and help us out if you can. We'd appreciate it. And I guess this gives me a reason to come back next year.
Absolutely. You made the knockouts. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it was a great run, Dweem. Yeah, a lot of good games. So not a matchup I took for granted in any way at all.
So let me try this again. Cirno and EMP tomorrow at 7 Eastern because there's a game 3 to be played. There we go.
Yes.
I nailed it. First try.
First try every time.
Now Mrs. Dweem expects me to take her on a date now that we don't have one now, Brian. Thanks.
Well, better not be tomorrow night because there's other things going on. But, always take care of the missus. That's some free advice from your old pal, Brian.
Some of the best life advice you could be giving.
Oh, look at that. We actually need a bunch of people to sign up there for that race tomorrow. As previously said, NG Dave and I can't do it. If y'all want to call what could be a real fun race, get your name, throw your hat in the ring. Get ready to go. Yeah. Fun quad here, Dave. Just fun stuff. Bit mean, bit fun. You love to see it.
Yeah. I love seeing good runners get challenged by tough map and seeing how they overcome it. In any rando, it's just great seeing high tier runners take on challenging seeds.
I mean, look at that, right? Challenging, but Cirno still kept it under 89 minutes. That's a heck of a race to force that deciding game 3 versus EMP. You love to see it.
I believe that's going to do it for us here.
Absolutely. I'm sure we have a raid target in mind. Hang around, go hang out at the raid target and just kind of have a good night.
And we're going to go right over to Hoodie Two Shoes, who is currently restreaming the Artorias versus Jay Coper race. We're
Awesome.
game 2 of that match as well.
And who's ahead?
Jay Coper is up 1-0.
Jay Coper up 1-0. Go check it out. It's going to be a good one.
I guess in a best of 3, if someone's ahead, it has to be 1-0.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mathematically, it can't be anything else.
You were technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. You're good to go. So with that, thanks again to everyone. Follow in on everyone involved with tonight's thing and just, enjoy your DWR tournament. They fly by much faster than you realize, and it's always a good time. So, Dave, with that, I throw it to you. Take us on out of here and have yourself a good night.
Yes. Good night, everyone. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of the races tonight, tomorrow, and through the rest of this week.